Welcome back. June is National Family Month, and estate planning is one thing that can ensure no matter the circumstances, your family's wishes are fulfilled from start to finish. And estate planning doesn't have to take as long as you might think. With us now is Mitch Mitchell, Associate Counsel of Estate Planning at Trust and Will. So let's tell everybody, I know that everyone puts this off, my parents included. Why should you have an estate plan in place?
Well, if you don't have a plan in place, then your state will make a plan for you. And so, if you have family members that you want specific property to go to, then you should have a written plan for that. Because otherwise, then the state determines who your heirs are and determines the share of your estate that they will get. And also, default rules will determine who's in charge of administering your estate.
Yes, and I would say, even if you think you don't have that many assets, you still want to be in charge of whatever little you might have to be able to say where it goes. So what are some of the most common mistakes made in estate planning?
Well, the number one is that incorrect assumption that I don't have enough property to have an estate plan. That's just not true. One of the really important parts of estate planning is one that people often overlook, which is what happens and who's in charge when you're incapacitated. So you have a major health event. And so who's going to have access to your financial accounts? Things like naming an agent under a power of attorney. And also who's going to make treatment decisions with your medical providers? Who's going to be the agent for you? And also, what does your end-of-life care look like? What types of decisions do you want to make? If that's not in writing, then it may not be clear to your family members what you want.
Yes, and we might think that this is a very morbid thought, but it's also really important that your family doesn't have to then later bear the responsibility of figuring out what you want because you haven't written it down and put it to paper. Are there any myths around estate planning that you'd like to debunk?
So I would say one of the common myths is that that the probate process is automatic. Depending upon your state, you will have to go through this administrative process. Your family members will have to navigate this administrative process, going through the probate court to get legal possession of your stuff. And so it's important to have a will, the written plan that says what you want to happen to your stuff and who's in charge. Because it's not an automatic process. It is a process where you don't want your family to be guessing about what you wanted or guessing about who you wanted to be in charge, because none of this is automatic. And a little bit of work that you can do now can make things easier for them when they're grieving.
And it doesn't take as long as we might think. So at Trust and Will, how long about is the process to set up a trust or a will?
So if you go to trustandwill.com, probably from creating an account to making your way through the entire process, you can do it in as few as 15 minutes.
Okay, so it's not that much time. So we should all take some time tonight, this weekend, set up a trust and will. And I have heard from many people that you are never too old to have one. If you have things and you have property, you have people that you love, you should set up a trust or a will. So Mitch, thank you so much for being here today. We'll have all of your information online. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate the time.
And coming up here, summer is right around the corner, and many of us want to look good in our bikinis. A licensed nutritionist, she joins us in studio to help us with our healthy eating habits. That's after the break.